is Miss Jess. Welcome to Storytime. I'm here with a very special guest. What animal is next to me? You're right. It's a dog. This dog's name is Honey. Honey is a 7-year-old Shiba Inu, which is a special breed from Japan. Now, Honey, besides being very adorable, also has a very special job. She is a therapy dog. Therapy animals are animals that are trained to help you feel calm, relaxed, and happy. Therapy animals can come to libraries, like we're in right now. They can go to hospitals, to nursing homes, to schools. So they can go to a lot of places in our community. Some of you might recognize Honey. She is one of our dogs from our Tail Wagging Tutors program, which is a program where, oh my goodness, would you let me take those off? She is a part of a Tail Wagging Tutors program we offer at the library where kids can read with her. And even though Tail Wagging Tutors is on a break right now, we're so grateful to have Honey here today to share a special story with us. Are we ready? Are you ready, Miss Honey? One thing you'll notice about therapy dogs is that they're very calm and they're really great listeners, which means when I'm reading the story, she is just going to listen and hang out with us. Sound good, Honey? Okay, so I have the perfect book for us today. This is called Madeline Finn and the Therapy Dog. The words and the pictures are by Lisa Papp. And this is read with permission by Peachtree Publishing. So we're also going to learn about what it takes to be a therapy dog. Are we ready, Miss Honey? Oh, yes we are. Here we go. Happy birthday, Star! Is Star ready for his test tomorrow, Mom asks. He sure is, I say. We've been practicing. Honey loves getting her head pet. We practice meeting people. Hello, Madeline Finn, the postman says. We practice sitting still when a bike goes by. We even practice meeting other dogs. You're going to do great, I tell Star. You're going to make the best therapy dog ever. Star doesn't go to a school for his test. Instead, we drive to a place called Walker Oaks. Star will have 3 visits here, Mom says. You can do it, Star, I say. Remember, it's your job to make people smile. Mrs. Dimple and Bonnie are waiting for us. Is this where Bonnie passed her therapy dog test? Asks Miss Dimple. It sure is, she says. Lots of therapy dogs visit the people who live here. If Star passes his test, he can join them. Inside, we see a man with a clipboard. Hello, Madeline Finn, he says. My name is Mr. Finch. It's my job to see if Star will make a good therapy dog. We've been practicing, I say. Would you like to hold Star's leash with your mother? He asks. Yes, please, I say. First, Mom and I walk Star around the room. Stop, please, Mr. Finch says, and we stop. Proceed, he says. I guess that means go, because Mom starts walking again. Star doesn't bark or try to play with them. We walk past Bonnie and some other therapy dogs. Star doesn't bark or try to play with them. Good job, Star, I say. Oh, you're a good dog too, honey. Yes, you are. Next, Mr. Finch pets Star, especially touching his ears and tail. Star doesn't mind. A nurse walks past with a wheelchair. Star is curious, but he doesn't chase it. Finally, Mom and I have to let go of Star's leash and walk away. Star is supposed to sit still, but he doesn't. Uh-oh. Instead, he walks across the room. A lady smiles and Star puts his paw on her knee. Mr. Finch writes something on his clipboard, but he's smiling too. Okay, he says, that's all for today. Star did well on his first test, Mom says, when we leave. He sure did, Mrs. Dimple says. On his next test, Star will visit with some of the other residents. You can do it, Star, I say. Star and I practice all week, especially sitting still when I let go of his leash. Pretty soon, it's time for his second test. Friends, do we think that Star is going to become a therapy dog? What do you think, honey? I think Star can do it. Welcome back, Madeline Finn, Mr. Finch says. This time, he leads us to a big room. Why don't you and Star go in and say hello? I'm kind of nervous, but Star isn't. He walks right up and smiles. Oh, isn't he the sweetest thing? A lady says. He reminds me of a dog I had when I was a boy, a man says. He gives Star a kiss right on his nose. A lady with a big hat talks about her garden. She even reads Star a letter. Star is a good listener. Everyone seems happy. Everyone except a man in the corner. Uh-oh. Oh, don't be sad, honey. We'll find out what happens next. This is Mr. Humphrey, a nurse says. Would you like to pet Star, I ask? Mr. Humphrey doesn't say anything. Mr. Finch takes some more notes. Then it's time to go. Star did very well on his second test, Mom says. But he didn't make Mr. Humphrey smile, I say. Some people need time, Mom says. Remember how patient Bonnie was when you were learning to read? I think about that all day on the way home. You made a lot of people smile today, I tell Star, when we get home. We have to work on Mr. Humphrey, though. Maybe he likes hide and seek. That might make him smile. Or card tricks. I don't think we can bring tennis balls. Besides, Mr. Humphrey might not have a mitt. Before bed, Star and I practice reading together. You've got one more test, I say. Then I tuck a few books into my bag. Next time we visit Walker Oats, Mr. Finch is waiting in the hallway. Hello again, Madeline Finn, he says. Today, Star is going to ride the elevator. Oh no, I whisper. We didn't practice that. Star is afraid to go in. Then Bonnie gives him a little nudge. The elevator is hot and jiggly and crowded. Oh, you can do it, Star, I say. Finally, the door opens. The hallway is busy and someone drops a plate of cookies. But Star leaves them alone. Mr. Finch writes something on his clipboard. Good job, Star, I say. Then we see Mr. Humphrey. This is Star, I say in my most patient voice. He's practicing to become a therapy dog. Would you like to pet him? Mr. Humphrey doesn't say anything. Maybe he doesn't hear me. Would you like to see my magic cards? I ask after a while. Still nothing. Then Mrs. Dimple calls me over. Madeline Finn, she says, do you remember when you first met Bonnie? I nod. Bonnie liked me right away, even though I was afraid to read. That's right, Mrs. Dimple says. Bonnie accepted you just the way you are. I look at Star. Maybe Mr. Humphrey isn't ready to smile, I say. Maybe we need to be patient. Mr. Finch, can we go back in? It sounds like she has an idea. This time I sit by Mr. Humphrey, but I don't say anything. I just let him be. After a while, I pull out my book. I didn't always like to read, I whisper, especially out loud. Mr. Humphrey doesn't say anything, but I don't mind. When Bonnie sees me with the book, she comes right over. I read nice and soft. I even mess up a few words, but that's okay. I do that all the time as well, and that's okay. I'm almost to the end of my story when I see Star move closer to Mr. Humphrey. Very, very slowly, Star rests his chin on Mr. Humphrey's knee. Finally, Mr. Humphrey looks at me. My wife loved books, he says. And then he smiles. How about another story? Yes, sir, I say. I'm picking out another book when Mr. Finch hands me something. I wonder what that can be. Let's find out. It's a tag for Star. I am a therapy dog, it says. You did it, Star. And I fasten his new tag onto his collar, right above his heart. And that is the end of Madeline Finn and the Therapy Dog. Great listening, everyone. Great listening, honey. Well, thank you all so much today for being such great listeners. Honey has a very special thank you as well. She's saying thank you with this little trick she can do. I also want to thank Mr. James, her owner, for letting us read a story with her. And this was a real special treat. I'm very grateful to be able to do this with you all today. Once we start having programs in the library again, you can sign up to read with Honey or our other special therapy dogs. Thank you all so much. And thank you, Honey. Bye, friends.